And we're live.
Wow.
Podcast. Why did you look astonished just then?
Because we're not live.
No.
That's something that happens when you can watch something live, which is not happening. This is all in the past.
All right, Connor. Good definition giving. Yeah, dude. Sick.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dude.
Happy birthday. What?
Thank you. This is my birthday. This is it. We found it. It's been a hot minute since the last episode we did.
I agree with that. Should we just jump right into it, or should we beat around the bush for a second?
Let's punch some bushes.
Okay. I have prepared 26 questions for your 25th birthday. Merry birthday, Connor Thiessen. Let's get right into it. Fair warning. The questions start normal and they descend into madness.
Good.
Some aren't even questions. They're just exclamation points.
Nice.
Starting off with, Connor, what is your favorite color and why?
I don't have a favorite color, but whenever I have to pick a color, I usually go with red.
Is that because you don't want to pick? Okay.
Or orange.
Why is it because that you don't want to pick blue? Because that it's a girl boy and you're like, oh.
No, it's just that I'm generally not like a big visual guy, so I don't have a preference.
Right. Next question. What is your favorite moment in your life?
Ever?
Yes.
I don't. How am I supposed to?
What in your desert island? What was the book that you would bring?
The book that I would bring for a desert island. Off the top of my head, probably the complete works of Shakespeare.
I would actually prefer if you didn't go off the top of your head. Could you actually go in the middle or towards the bottom?
I'll use off the top of my chest hair.
Okay.
I would go with Charlotte's Web.
My next question is related to the words that you just said.
Oh.
If you had to wax any part of your body, what chest would you wax?
Which chest? Probably not mine, if I'm honest.
I don't think that was an option.
You said which chest would I wax?
Yeah. If you had to wax any part of your body, which chest would you wax?
I only have one chest.
Great. Next question. If there were two people in the world, which two people would there be?
The two ones.
No. Yeah, and you need a proper answer.
Just Steve.
Okay.
And Janice.
Those seem like the two people that would be on.
There are two people.
Next question. What is the lamest couple cliche activity?
Gender reveals.
Nice, very good answer. I like this.
Thank you.
What is your favorite holiday?
Oh. I think New Year's.
Mm-hmm.
Just because,
looking for what is Hanukkah, but that's okay.
Why would I say what is Hanukkah?
None of us really know what Hanukkah is. What is it?
I'm pretty sure there are a good number of people that know what Hanukkah is.
But we need to educate the ones who don't. All of them listen to our podcast, so.
But
next question. What is smelliest smell that you have ever smelled?
Oh. Ooh. I would probably go with really old cat pee.
That is very smelly.
It's really smelly.
Okay.
And it's hard to remove once it's old.
Does it age like cheese?
It actually is cheese. You can
Okay.
make cheese out of cat pee with the right attitude.
Oh no! What show would you binge watch if you could never turn off the binge watching?
What? What?
What show would you binge watch if you
Uh-huh.
could never not binge watch it?
So,
For forever.
okay, so if there was one show that I had to watch
Yeah.
and that was
Just
the only
imagine
show.
that a show is always playing in your mind. Which show would it be?
Oh boy. Man. Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh, you wouldn't get sick of it?
No.
It's playing for forever in your brain till you die.
Either that or Steven Universe.
We were looking for what is Hanukkah? Oh, sorry.
Neat.
Thanks. Great. Similar to last question. What movie would you most unwatch so you could watch it again?
Unwatched so I could watch it again. Lord of the Rings.
Okay. So you
Yeah.
could experience it for the first.
Mm-hmm.
Time and further.
Exactly. That's how it goes.
Okay. What is your favorite plant to chew on?
My favorite plant to chew on: celery.
Oh no, I meant like inedible plant. So like
Oh, I don't chew on inedible plants.
that was the point of the question.
Oh. Wheat. Wait, shit. Wheat is edible.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go
Yep.
with favorite plant would be yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, I will
I
take
know.
that answer. What is your favorite kind of wall to lick?
Preferably a wooden wall.
Okay. Because?
Maybe a nice mahogany.
I feel like that's the equivalent of drinking scotch.
It's actually the exact same experience.
Why are you the way that you are?
I'll never tell.
Good answer. You're looking for what is up. Sorry. Comedy comes in threes. What are your intentions for this relationship?
Competitive with a little bit of like rivals with benefits.
I like that answer.
Right? It's a good one.
Cool.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I was screaming for the next question, so I wrote that down.
Oh.
Yeah.
I agree.
Question after that. What is something you wish you tasted like?
Something I wish I tasted like: cinnamon bun.
Wow, why?
Have you tasted a cinnamon bun?
I would rather taste like, fresh Laundry.
Why do you eat laundry?
No, but I smell it so that I could so much.
But we're not talking about smell, we're talking about taste.
Okay, but smelling is so much the part of that you taste it. Oh,
when you put it that way, you make a point.
My dictionary is just that
massive.
Dictionary. Okay. If you could be a marching band, which march would you April?
May.
If feces were an animal, which animal would it be?
Feces or theses?
No, feces.
Feces.
Yeah.
Oh, it would be a nematode.
Sorry, I meant feces with a TH.
Oh. Okay. If you're talking about feces with a TH, then I'm thinking a poison dart frog.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. Where are chess?
What?
Where are chess?
Chess?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm just trying to remember the directions to get there.
Okay. Take your time.
Thank you.
Could you please deliver the answer?
It's a left.
Okay. Cool. I'm not sure I can understand the next question. Moving on.
You wrote it.
It's.
What does it say?
Why is this our where?
Oh, that makes sense.
Okay.
It's because yes, and the sometimes.
I'm with you now.
Thank you.
Last question, but not last. Which book would you eat?
Ooh. Probably the Communist Manifesto.
Because it would be tasty.
I mean, yeah.
Okay, that went so much faster than I thought it would go.
Yeah.
That was 26 questions.
We've been recording for 20 minutes. Not even.
Okay.
It's been 10 minutes.
Nice.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Would you like to spend the rest of the podcast telling us about what birthdays mean to you?
Birthdays mean that it's been 1 week since you looked at me. No, that's a song written by Naked Women.
Should put some clothes on. They should put some clothes on, is what I said.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
What do birthdays mean to be? Birthdays mean that time marches ever onward, and we can't stop it. So we try and find arbitrary reasons to celebrate it, such as it's been one entire rotation around or trip around the sun since the last time that happened, and all the times before until the point when I was born.
That's correct.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I was thinking more philosophically. I personally am not a huge fan of birthdays.
Yeah.
On other people, sure. I just don't like to wear them on myself. Because, first off, don't look good in them.
Right.
Second off, it's, there's never not pressure. So.
Right.
There's always, even You may not even want to be wished happy birthday and sung happy birthday too, but if you don't receive those gifts of culture, then it feels like you have failed as a human.
See, the funny thing to me is that, like, when it comes to people like wishing me happy birthday,
Mm-hmm.
the birthday messages that I have gotten today, the ones that I enjoy the most are the ones that like are the furthest from just saying happy birthday.
Which are which are very much appreciated.
Like I got one from our good friend Emmett. He just said, "You did it."
That's excellent.
It was so good.
Yeah. I have yet to smack your timeline with some tasty sayings.
This is true.
Yeah.
I don't think I don't even know if you know that it's my birthday.
Oh my gosh, it's the 24th.
Yeah, of May.
Mm.
You know what that means?
Merry Christmas is tomorrow.
It's
Happy birthday.
Victoria Day.
What? The next question. There's
Yeah.
out of them. No, I was gonna say something, but then I forgot.
Oh, we were talking about pressure and birthdays.
Right. I might just go for the to wish you happy birthday. I might just go for the open bracket dot close bracket open bracket dot close bracket to show women's breasts.
Ah. Yes, I see. I understand.
Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate that.
You're welcome. Yeah. So then what is your solution?
To what?
To put off the stress that comes with birthday.
Oh. It depends on the circumstances.
Mm-hmm.
I think I just need to I find the thing that often helps is just being like, I'll have another birthday next year.
Yeah.
Which is not to be like defeatist.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, if I don't get everything done this year that I want to get done in one day, then maybe next year that can happen.
Correct.
You know?
I agree. It's kind of my approach to everything because I can't get attached to anything because everything is always happening and everything also always ends. So I can't, I'm unable to feel.
Yeah.
And to some extent, that happens with people too. I care less and less about them because I realize, hey, it's time to move now. We gotta go.
Yeah.
Once again, I've done the amazing thing of making this about myself. So
I mean, it is a 2-person podcast, so.
You're right. Congrats on your hair today. It looks good.
Thank you. I didn't do anything different.
Good. It has a little bit of a backwards Nike swoosh going on.
It does have a bit of a backwards nice.
And with your spirit as
and scene.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The thing is, when my approach to birthdays is always, I was originally super hyped for my birthday. When I was
same.
7, I lost my marbles the day before my birthday because it was gonna be the 7th. And I was turning 7, and the year was the 7th. 2000. I was born in 2000, so I was like, "Oh my gosh!"
Oh yeah, it's all coming together.
Yeah. I have won at life.
Right.
So I used to be very excited about my birthday, but then, you know, last year and the year before that happened where I was like, I just came to Trinity.
Mm-hmm.
There are no people that know me here. School just started, and it is my birthday.
Right. Oh, no.
Ugh, God. I had a bunch of dorm mates sing to me, and they didn't do the happy birthday thing.
What?
They didn't do the regular happy birthday.
Oh.
They did the happy birthday woo to you, happy birthday. You know, when they just woo, so as to excite the birthday-y.
Right.
It was very awkward for me.
Yeah.
And I spent the day calling my boyfriend at the time and crying because I didn't know anyone, and all I did was just be there and have me tell other people it's my birthday. That was not enjoyable. And then I was like, if this is going to be the case every time, because usually the beginning of the year is where everyone's like hustling and like doing their stuff, and like student leadership is happening and like slow and all that, and I don't want to get in the midst of that. The fun fact is my birthday is all about me, so I spent it the way that I wanted to last year, which is go to Starbucks and Sephora and all the places I can go and get as much free shit as I can possibly get.
Right.
Which was amazing. And then, because we didn't get to hang out, all we did was you just got me food and then we FaceTimed.
Yeah.
Which was incredible. And I had a lovely time.
Yeah. And then the year before that, we watched a scary movie and ordered pizza.
Which was also incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is your ideal birthday?
Man.
Or not birthday, just day. A vacation day.
I don't know. Because they're like, because I know I can only fit so many things in a day, there are different like types of ideal days that I can have. I can have an ideal day where I just stay home and do certain things within that ideal day. There's an ideal of like we're going out on the town kind of day. The problem is as soon as you try to combine those into one super day, suddenly the logistics become very stressful and it is no longer an ideal day.
Right. Okay, so then what if you split it? What if you explain your ideal stay-at-home day?
Okay.
Yeah.
Ideal stay-at-home day. I wake up at like 10:30, 11:30 a.m. so that I feel like I've slept in, but I haven't woken up so late that I feel like I've wasted half the day.
Right.
That's for starters. Order breakfast from somewhere. I've kind of fallen out from Denny's. It doesn't make me feel good anymore. I'm into like I've gotten on a real thing about like ordering food from like local places, especially if I'm going to be using something like Uber Eats or Skip the Dishes. I'll want to like find a really good like local breakfast place and get stuff from there. So yes, wake up early but not too early, or good like well-made food from not a chain restaurant. Play some video games. Maybe record a thing for the internet, whether that be a podcast or like playing a game. And then watching a movie.
Fun.
Would probably be a good that'd probably make up a good like I would go to bed being like this was a good day.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah.
That sounds very perfect and
right?
doable.
Yeah.
How about your going out day?
Going out day would be there's going to be a lot of food involved.
Okay.
Like I find with an ideal stay at home day, only one of the one meal needs to be ordered out.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're going out for the day,
Mm-hmm.
you got to go to a variety of different places.
Yes.
So maybe for breakfast, or if you've already gotten breakfast, you go out, like, we're in Vancouver. There's a few coffee shops around that aren't Starbucks.
Mm-hmm.
If you really want Starbucks, then there's like one of the giant fancy reserve places,
Mm-hmm.
like right by where I work. So that's pretty neat. But for the most part, you can find like a nice local coffee place and just kind of sit there, have a nice morning.
Mm-hmm.
And then, maybe go to like an art thing, like a classy art thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like it could be like a gallery or a play or just some sort of like interesting thing that you go to and walk around in.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go to a weird, like, lunch is a good time for like novelty food.
Mm-hmm.
You go to somewhere that's got like weird grilled cheese or something.
Mm-hmm.
Sit down, experience that. Then you go to a movie.
Okay.
After the stay out, the out on the town days are freaking expensive.
Yeah, they sound like it.
But if you're going out for the day, you got to be willing to splurge a little.
That's true. Also, if you live in Vancouver.
Exactly. Speaking of Vancouver, you might also want to have some time to just like walk around, like look at a few little cool little shops. See what people are making. See what like little like game stores you can find. Maybe like an antique store is always fun.
Antique stores are incredible.
Yeah.
They're great for first dates.
They are good for that. Movies are not good for first dates.
You don't think?
I don't think so, because you don't end up doing a lot of talking.
No, you don't.
Not even in that way. You're sitting in chairs watching a movie.
That's true.
Unless you end up getting dinner afterwards, which is an okay plan.
I think to physically advance in a relationship, a first date, going to the movies is okay. Because, I mean, we had our first date technically when we watched Roma.
No, we watched Hot Rod on our first date.
No. Even before, what?
The day that I actually like first, this was the awkward first date, which is technically our first date.
I'm sorry. I think I was living in two different time dimensions at that time.
Yeah, I don't.
So the time difference is really getting to me. I'm still jet lagged from being in another dimension.
I don't.
Let's just say Roma was our first date because it supports my story. So what if, I think because you were like, oh my goodness, let me hold her hand. And we were holding hands at that time when we watched the movie.
I don't remember when that happened, but I'm pretty sure.
This is a terrible example. Let's pick some relationship.
Yeah, this is because we did watch a movie on our first date.
Yeah, but I don't know if that happened before or after.
It was later on. That was before we watched Roma.
You're right.
Because our second date was when we watched Moonrise Kingdom and Prisoners
And I fell asleep.
during Moonrise Kingdom.
Yes.
Yes. Then Roma might have been our third or fourth date.
Mm-hmm. Okay. This was a useless part of the conversation. What if... Okay, I still stand by my point. I still think movies are great for first dates because it helps you, like, reduce the physical tension that there is.
Okay. Again, I think it... my thing was saying I think that going out to a movie is a bad first date.
Okay.
Because it's not as comfortable. If your first date is like hanging out at home watching a movie with them, then that's fine. Sure. Because you're in your own space. It doesn't have to be as awkward.
Yeah.
But like if you're going to a movie theater, then like you're sitting in those separated chairs. There's a giant screen in front of you, so you feel more obligated to just keep watching the movie. You feel weird about making like little commentary.
Yeah. Right. Okay, I'm with you.
Yeah.
On that topic, what is the best first date?
Something slightly competitive. I think Castle Fun Park is a great first date location. Or any like arcade. Bowling might be a good one. Because they're not particularly glamorous. So you don't need to, like, you can kind of get an idea of how the other person feels about not doing anything fancy.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, I think that competition is often a really good way of it's a very very basic form of foreplay is what I'm trying to say.
Oh, you're right.
Right?
Also, this is a very fun question. What is the worst date you've ever been on? Oh,
you know this answer.
Why did I think you were gonna say something spicy? Oh my goodness.
I'm pretty sure we've asked that question on this podcast before.
Maybe because I'm forgetting and I'm trying to remember that we don't already know everything about
I'm pretty sure we got asked this question on our Q&A episode.
Heck. You're right.
If you haven't seen it, go and listen to our episode 2, the basement suite Q&A. Go look at it right now.
Mm-hmm.
Don't listen to it, just look at it.
Okay, for those, then spoiler. I'm gonna say a spoiler now. Spoiler. Both of our worst dates was our first date with each other.
Yeah. Yeah. Which I don't think was our fault.
But I do, though.
I don't feel like...
It was so nasty. Every sickin' freaking moment of that was so cringe.
I don't feel like either of us did anything wrong, though. It just didn't, right? Like, I feel like we were just like under a lot of pressure of the environment and like we were both very nervous in our own ways. And we were both struggling to find things to talk about in common. Like we kept finding things that we don't have in common.
I also made you. I spent a fair amount of time making you tell me about your ex.
Yeah, that was, which I weirdly like don't necessarily have a problem with.
Right.
But
that's just not something you do on first dates.
Yeah. But I did feel weird because I wasn't sure how much I should talk about it to you.
That's fair. Which, seeing as how the first little part of our relationship went,
Yeah.
I should not have asked that question. Or maybe I should have. Who knows? Because I'm so much better now. And yeah, I'm gonna take this time to talk about jealousy and why it exists. It exists in relationships.
It do.
And it's normal. I think it's okay to some extent to be jealous. Because being the opposite of jealous is being completely oblivious.
Yeah.
And
or apathetic.
Yeah, not caring. And like you've never been jealous of like the people that I hang out with, but I have been jealous of the people that you hang out with.
Yeah.
Simply because jealousy always stems from insecurity.
Yeah.
And that's because I had various things to be insecure about. Like, I wasn't great mentally. I had body image issues. I was like struggling with how to manage theater and friends and being in a different continent than my parents, and everything was happening. And then you were living with someone that I was like, oh my gosh, how must I deal with this? And then obviously I was like in therapy and everything. And then after that, I still wasn't over it. And instead of like, it took me a while to figure out that if I'm jealous of someone, because I don't know enough about them. Because chances are, if I take a second to sit down and relate to that person, it's gonna be okay. Like,
yeah.
Which is why I reached out to someone from your past.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, tell me about yourself. And then it was fine. Literally, like that moment, it all stopped.
Yeah.
If you're jealous of someone, talk to them. That is all I'm going to say. Because you're probably jealous for no reason.
Well, especially, like, it's the whole thing of like you fear what you don't know, sort of thing. So as soon as you actually like sit down and like
get to
know them and interact with them as a human being, then they're no longer this like conceptual threat in your head.
Also, I think the same reason why people have crushes.
Yeah.
Because you don't know enough about them. And once you do, it fades. It fades hard. I'm talking about a very specific individual in my past.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, like
I don't think that's the case for all crushes.
No, not every crush becomes like one of your best friends, but you just need to find a way to get to know the people that you think of highly in your life.
Yeah.
Or very oppositely in your life, and get to like why they think that way, why the people in their life and my life find them important. That was a complicated way to phrase the question, but you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's with jealousy, it's about realizing that the person you're jealous of is not like inherently evil.
True.
They're not out to get you. They're not out to steal your man or whomever. And the person you have a crush on is probably not perfect. That is not to say they might still be worth having a crush on, they might still be a really cool person. And there are some people that, you know, it might be smart to like be a little worried about.
Yeah.
Beyond just jealousy. But it's about like kind of pushing past those just like entirely in your head feelings and like injecting it with a little bit of reality.
Exactly. Yeah. Don't know that I have any other questions. Do you think we should spend an entire podcast making dad noises?
Wash her there. Well,
where's the bathroom?
So it's time to hit the old dusty trail. I think that's
our dad segment. Thank you.
That'll be a bonus episode available only to our patrons.
Okay. We don't have patrons.
No.
Okay.
We don't.
But if you want to patron us.
If you want.
Give me money.
If you want to give patronage.
Make for your special podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hire us for your special business event to record a podcast in front of you.
Yeah.
That'd be fun, actually. Like just a podcast with a live audience. Can you imagine?
Okay.
Right?
I would be very nervous.
Sure.
Yeah.
But I think that's a concept worth exploring.
You know, you might be right.
It doesn't have to be a big audience. Just like a small studio audience.
Right. Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
We're not selling out stadiums full of people that want to watch us sit at a table and talk.
Right.
Unless
Okay. I think that's about it.
That's a podcast.
I do want to give a shout out to our sponsor. I actually have one of their products here. This is a spoon. Shout out to Spoons. Thank you for the sponsor, Rich.
Spoonser?
Spoonser. A fun fact about spoons is that you can, if you look at them, you will appear upside down. I did not know this before. I recently, a couple seconds ago, just looked into it and I realized it. Spoons, buy them. Thank you for sponsoring us, Spoon.
Thank you for listening. If you liked this, there's like 3 other episodes you can listen to. There's our first one, and then there are 2 more. So much content.
Harlem Shake.
Oh God, no.
Happy birthday! It's Harlem Shake.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you for listening. You can follow us on things. You can subscribe to us on YouTube.
That's correct.
Thank you.
All right, bye.